didn't want to end it with it.
Well, then what? Then we want to end on a high note? No problem. Go on a high note then.
There's a report out that Steven Jackson.
Let's just end on a high note.
Look at this face. Just look at this face. This is the face of an evil genius. This is also the face of our generation's Vince Lombardi. God damn it, do I hate you. Hello everyone, it's Super Something, back with another video. This time I'm recapping the Patriots free agency period. And I don't hate Bill Belichick, okay? I really don't. It's just, this picture perfectly sums up how I feel about the Patriots. And it's just really, really irritating though. It really is. Okay, I'm gonna go on a little rant in this video. So let's start off, okay, a little pop quiz. In this free agency period, did the Patriots A, sit back, do nothing, save the cap room that they had, B, re-sign their players, maybe sign a couple guys to back up their roster, or C, just bitch slap the NFL and say, we're just gonna win the Super Bowl from here on out. You don't have to worry about anything. If you picked A or B, I don't blame you. Those are plausible answers, and they wouldn't be wrong. But no, they picked C. Okay, they bitch slapped the NFL and said do something about it, and we're not gonna do anything about it. We're really not. Okay, the Super Bowl champions were armed with $60 million in cap space. $60 million. Now that is something. That really is. And what do they do with it? They didn't just sit on their ass and say, we'll probably sign our guys, and that's it. No, they went out and they got guys to start for their team. Okay, they are maximizing the time they have left with Brady, which could be 2 or 3 years, could be 5 years. Brady wants to play till he's like freaking 45. He's almost 40. So anything could happen with the team they have now. Okay, let's just get started with the biggest one. Okay, Brandon Cooks. They traded for Brandon Cooks. They gave up a first round pick to get Cooks, and they also received, I think, a 4th round pick. Oh, no, they gave up a 1st and a 4th round pick to get Brandon Cooks. Okay, and their 1st round pick was the 32 overall pick. Now that's not going to amount to the starter that Brandon Cooks is. Okay, he had problems in New Orleans, and they wanted to get rid of him. They have Michael Thomas. They're going to be fine, maybe. I don't know. Drew Brees can make a good receiver out of anybody, so I guess they were fine with it. But yeah, the Saints received a 1st and a 3rd round pick, and they gave the Patriots a 4th round pick and Brandon Cooks. So it's a great trade for the Patriots. It really is. Okay, they get a dynamic wide receiver. He's young. He's like 24 years old, and he's gonna do good for them. Okay, he's a burner. He'll take the top off of the defense. And oh my God, when you go to trade with Bill Belichick, you're trading with the devil. Okay, you just are. You should know this by now. Last year, Martellus Bennett. The Bears traded Martellus Bennett to the Patriots. Okay. They have Rob Gronkowski still, but they knew his health wasn't good. Okay, he was injury prone, so they wanted to get insurance. They get Martellus Bennett. He has a pretty damn good year. They let Martellus Bennett go, and they're not hurting because they have Rob Gronkowski still. I don't know if any people remember, but he was hurt last year. They won the Super Bowl without Gronk, their best wide receiver, or their best receiver, period. And they still won the Super Bowl. They let Bennett walk, which that's not going to hurt them. They traded for a pretty decent tight end in Dwayne Allen on the day of free agency. They traded a 4th round pick, just a 4th round pick, to the Colts, and they got Dwayne Allen and a 6th round pick. It's like Dwayne Allen, I think, had like 8 touchdowns last year. He was thrust into the starting role because Coby Fleener went to the Saints. Both those tight ends aren't that good, but Dwayne Allen as a backup, as a complimentary tight end to Rob Gronkowski, he could really come into his own, especially in the offense that's run by Bill Belichick. And I don't even know who their offensive coordinator is, but they're known to make receivers better than they are. They really are. Okay, so they get another tight end, and he's not even bad. So they need insurance with Gronkowski, and as good as Gronkowski is, he's not healthy, so they traded for a pretty decent tight end. Other than that, they started off the offseason with a bang with their splash, and they got Stephon Gilmore. They took a Bills cornerback and they paid him $65 million a year for $65 million over 5 years. $65 million a year, that's insane. But they get like a number one cornerback. He was pretty good in Buffalo, but now he's on the Patriots, which he'll probably do better. They just make players better, okay? And there are rumors going around that Darrelle Reeves is gonna head back to Patriots. So they get two pretty good cornerbacks right now. They have two really good cornerbacks, which is Stephon Gilmore and Malcolm Butler. Butler might go to the Saints. I don't know. We'll see what happens with that. But if he does, they're gonna get Reeves, and he's probably gonna start for them, and that's a pretty good tandem. Even though Reeves had a terrible year last year, that wasn't terrible, but he got burned a lot. So they would get Reeves back, and he'd probably still do better in their system. The Patriots just make guys good. Okay. Other than that, they also got who else did they get? They traded for another guy, defensive end Kony Ealy. Okay, I don't know if you remember this guy. You know, if the Patriots wanted a pretty good defensive end and they wanted to pretty much trade nothing for it, they got this guy. They moved 7 spots back in the draft to get Kony Ealy. That's it. They moved 7 spots back. What? Why? Why are you trading like this? Why are you giving Bill Belichick these type of players? It's 7 spots. If you miss on this pick, you just screwed up this whole trade. You completely lost this trade, and you give the Patriots a potential starter in Kony Ealy. I don't know if anybody remembers, but Kony Ealy had a pretty good Super Bowl when the Panthers played the Broncos. He was gonna probably win the MVP for the Super Bowl if the Panthers won. He had a strip sack fumble, and he had an interception. He was getting pressure on Manning. He was probably pretty much the only guy that showed up for the Panthers that day, and they gave him to the Patriots for chump change. They just, what goes through their mind when they make these type of trades? I just don't understand. It's frustrating. It really is. But hey, the Patriots are in the division that's completely terrible, and they're in a conference that doesn't step up to them, right? But that's not their fault. They're making the right moves. They're just looking at the rest of the NFL like, come on, do something about it. Nobody does anything about it, okay? They go to the AFC Championship almost every year now. I think for the past 5 or 6 years, they go to the AFC Championship. That is so frustrating. They dominate the league throughout the regular season, and they are first or second seed, and they just need one game to get to the AFC Championship, and they usually dominate whoever they play in the divisional round. It's just so it's so frustrating that nobody steps up and takes down the Patriots. But it's not like they win Super Bowls every year, but they're in the contention to win it every year. It doesn't matter. Tom Brady is playing like he's freaking 20 years old, and the guy's almost 40. Other than that, the Patriots also re-signed Dante Hightower. You know, that really good linebacker that was supposed to go somewhere else, but no, he wanted to go back to the Patriots, and I don't see why not. The money was good, and they're winning all the time. So yeah, he had, like I said before, he had the sack, strip, and recovered it for the Patriots in the Super Bowl last year, which turned the game around, and they won the Super Bowl. So like they needed any more ammunition. But yeah, they got Dante Hightower back. They also signed defensive end Lawrence Guy, 4-year, $20 million contract. He was a starter for the Ravens, and he's gonna be like a backup probably. But I don't know much about him, but he's probably gonna be. He'll probably be good for them. Okay. They also signed running back Rex Burkhead. Now Rex Burkhead is a former Bengals running back, and he was pretty good there. Okay, he wasn't pretty good. He was behind Giovanni Bernard, and he was behind Jeremy Hill. But when he started, or when he played, he had some good runs, and he could catch the ball out of the backfield. That's what the Patriots love. They like to have mismatches with running backs on linebackers. So they get a guy in Rex Burkhead who plays like a James White type role, and they get another receiver out of the backfield. They love these type of guys, and they get another one. And as for running back in their depth chart, they have Deion Lewis, Rex Burkhead, James White, who should have been Super Bowl MVP in my opinion, Brady's opinion too. They have a lot of guys in the backfield. They'll be fine. They don't need a bruiser to get through the tackles running the ball. They have Tom Brady. What do they need that for? But Deion Lewis isn't a scrub either. He's pretty good. He's dynamic in general. So they'll probably draft a running back, and they'll be good at their position. I know I ranted a lot, but it's like I showed in that picture. I hate them, but I respect them. They're doing what they need to do to win, and their formula's working. So why stop? There's no reason to. So it's not like they're gonna take like their foot off the gas for the rest of the NFL. They want to win Super Bowls. Just for the fans, it's not fun seeing the same people in the Super Bowl or in the AFC Championship. It's just not fun. Okay, now if somebody could step up in that conference just to take out the Patriots, just please do it, because it's so frustrating just to see these guys winning all the time. That's my rant, and that's my kind of like that's my recap of their free agency period. They also signed a couple other guys, Tyler Gaffney, running back. They re-signed, they released Tyler Gaffney, my bad. They released Brian Stork. They signed a tackle, Michael Williams, and they re-signed defensive back Deron Harmon, 4-year, $20 million contract. He's a backup. Yeah, that was pretty much their free agency period, and they won free agency. They really did, and they're not slowing down anytime soon. They had $60 million in cap space, and they used it to their fullest ability. Now they look forward to the draft, which they'll probably get some good guys, maybe. I don't know. But this team is stacked. Offensively, they got Tom Brady. They have, like I said, Deion Lewis. They have James White. They have Julian Edelman. They have Chris Hogan, who was pretty good last year. They have Rob Gronkowski still. Now they have Brandon Cooks. Like, wow. And they have Dwayne Allen, too, who's backup tight end, like I said. These guys are stacked. And it's just scary to think about what they're going to do in the future. If they don't make it to the Super Bowl, it would be a miracle. Somebody has to get injured. There has to be a lot of injuries. I hope nobody gets injured, because I don't push injury upon people. But they're good. They're most likely going to make it to the AFC Championship at the very least. But it's the Patriots. It's what they do. So me complaining isn't going to do anything about it. I just want other people to win. Obviously, if it's my team, I'm not going to complain. I'm going to love it. Obviously. But it's not. So yeah, thanks for watching. Please kick the like button like I stole your lunch money, and if you're new, please subscribe. I'll have more of these free agency recaps. Maybe, I don't know, I'll have a lot more football videos coming out, maybe some gaming ones if you're into games. But yeah, I will be talking a lot about the NFL and the draft that's coming up. So yeah, if you're new, please subscribe. I'll have more of these, and have a great day. As always, go Pack Go.